per month and per annually. So you're going to see that when you're looking at the threshold being given, we are just creating people becoming indebted. The country is indebted, but also even citizens are indebted within their own lives. Thank you. Allow me to call upon the next person to talk about the excise duty.
Yes, I hope you are aware of our ground rules.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much, Chair, and thank you, my colleague. In as far as excise duty is concerned, we are looking at the health burden. We are also looking at the environmental impact and how that is front-loaded in our health sector. And of course, we have an opinion in as far as alcohol is being taxed. We have an opinion on how sugar, the plastics, and the cooking oil and fats. And our justifications are that those taxes should translate to a health dividend, much as, yes, government will be looking at revenue, but it should be such that it saves lives and improves household income. So we agree with a tax on, rather we reject, or rather we associate ourselves with all public sentiments as far as increasing taxes on fuel is concerned. That we reject because, of course, even for maternal health, it does not save lives. But in as far as alcohol is concerned, we appreciate this very proposal because it factors in various taxing strategies that indeed translate to mitigating on the side effects of accessing alcohol, because it makes it expensive, it supports government generating revenue, it also responds to prices and of course also inflation. So we look at the proposal which is looking at percentages, it is also looking at the liter, and it is also saying whichever is higher, because then it looks at specific taxes being imposed. It also looks at indexing to inflation and also uniform across beverages. Alcohol is, of course, marketed as flavored, as light, as for when you look at the extra strong brews. So the consumers are attracted to purchase with those different characteristics. So we support the proposal which is levying a tax. We also support the proposal which is protecting our local market, because the products brought into the country indeed seem to outcompete, but regardless of where alcohol is coming from, it will indeed harm life. So we recommend this very proposal, very much aware that there is also Article 23 of the Constitution, which allows depriving of personal liberty for persons so that they can seek care, because we have seen a lot of mental health cases and people seeking specialized health care, which is too expensive. We also appreciate that this very proposal, in fact, responds to the anomaly that was in the alcohol control bill, which prevents any bills from imposing financial burdens on the consolidated fund. So this particular tax proposal, as it will generate revenue, indeed allays the fears of the alcohol control movement. So among all those very reasons, we support this proposal, and we call on government to impose these taxes annually, that every other tax cycle we will be seeing the increments increasing, because that funding, if at all ever earmarked, it will propose alternative funding mechanisms for the health sector, including financing national health insurance. We, as I said, we are also having an opinion on taxing of sugar, because excessive consumption of sugar translates to increased non-communicable diseases. That, of course, affects aging and health. And I also said it excessively overburdens our health expenditure. We have also been informed of the increasing cases of pediatric dental caries, and of course also those who go to access healthcare in the specialized, very expensive specialized healthcare, which is of course concentrated in Kampala. The heart disease, liver disease, and all those are the reasons as to why we are saying an increment ought to be made. But we are also cognizant of the fact that people perhaps who are processing juice at domestic level, they are competing with those that are already bottling these wherever you see very
few questions then.
We shall go with Alisas is hitting us. So, honorable members, we can ask them a few questions and then we release them.
Just one
yes, Honorable Kanya. Yes.
I want to ask Mr. Chairperson of Kasita.
Yes, Mr.
About 8 years ago, 8 to 5 years ago, we used to have so many Kenyans, Congolese and Tanzanian traders flock in Kampala. I met several of them on my en route within East Africa, and I would ask them, what is taking you to Kampala? They said, when you go to Kampala, you find textile very cheap and of good grade and good quality.
Yes.
And I did research with my friends who have hotels in the city. They told me Kenyans, Tanzanians, and Congolese would come here, stay in hotel, and would buy textile. Is that still happening? Where is now your market? If there is any change, or that's still happening?
Okay.
Mr. Chairman, through you.
Just a minute. I think take notes.
Okay,
Let's pick a few questions, then you can answer.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, I want to thank Kasita for the good presentation. Chair, my question is that you did acknowledge the fact that as traders you are happy on the recommendation of increasing the threshold for the VAT registration from 150 to 250, but you are, I've seen consistently many of you have recommended it to 500. Why would you rather not say maybe from 250 to 350? What is the magic with that figure 500?
Thank you, Honorable Pasuto. Chairman Ankole.
Thank you very much. My name is Basil Bataringa. Yeah. Yes, Chairman Ankole. Chairman, when the chairperson of Kasita was talking about charges on electricity, I felt him. Because we represent also people in the rural areas, apart from electricity in the manufacturing and trading industry, it is also a vital item in the social sector. Now, there are two questions. One, when you go across the country, there are no meters. And yet, when electricity has been increased in its production, we should expect that people are going to consume it, and therefore we provide meters for them because we have to measure and know how much they pay, and then government gets tax on that part of the payment. This is not happening, and I felt him when he was speaking. Number two, isn't it therefore necessary, this is on our side, to call Uganda Electricity Generating Company here, distribution here, so that we understand why, to understand the factors that we should address in this issue, especially on Bujagari.
Thank you, Honorable Basil. Can I have Honorable Goli? Then we can go to my brother from Arua.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Kasita.
Yes, you got it. You are on the floor.
Yeah. My issue is just to understand the issue of charging taxes in kilos. I thought that was a CET. So when it is a CET, it applies also in Kenya, Tanzania, which you had mentioned that they are charging in a different way. Because this is a common external tariff, what Uganda is implementing, not a Uganda external tariff. Thank you.
Honorable Jackson Lee.
Thank you so much, Chair. My question goes to Seatin. I appreciate the presentation. I am aware of the role Seatin plays as civil society organization about the well-being of the society and good governance, but I realize they operate without having a direct constituency. They touch here and there for the welfare, well-being of the society and good governance. And my question comes, when they were raising the concern about Bujagali, after having heard very well from UMA that the proposals of having the tax waiver, the exemption, be approved. And for Seatin, they are saying we generate so much, over 2,000 plus megawatts, and what we consume domestically is 700 megawatts, and we shouldn't go waiving that tax anymore. That is according to them. I wanted to ask them, what informed their recommendation? Did they conduct a research? If they did, can they avail us with that document so that as a committee we appreciate that this research has informed that recommendation, aware that what UMA presented, and aware that they fight for the well-being of the society, because the fear is if the waiver is not done, tariffs will go high. If tariffs go high for manufacturers, prices of commodities will also shoot, and we will fail to do our usual bobo, buy Uganda, build Uganda. We may end up importing from out because the locally produced goods will be expensive. So did they do a thorough research on that? That's what I wanted to ask.
Thank you, Honorable.
Lastly, Honorable Chair, I want to appreciate our chairperson of Kasita, my good friend. I know in many forums he has stood strong to support the business community and the rest. And I'm also happy that he is a member of UMA. Now, when UMA was presenting, I expected as a member of that same group, he should have come quickly to appreciate or give his version as they were advocating for the tax waiver as a minority report. Now they have gone. I am wondering whether they sat as UMA together to come up with that recommendation where now he has a minority report, or it is just an isolated kind of discussion. I will want clarification on that from the chairperson of Kasita. Thank you very much.
Let's make our comments brief. Honorable Kefa, then we can have my...
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. My colleague here, Director Opposite, who presented for Saitini on excise duty. You made you presented something on plastic, and you said it should be taxed because it will help to improve the environment. But I would have liked you to hear